Hey, welcome back to the Flash recap. I know I haven't done this in a while. My name is Michael Johnson. I'm the host, and I know it's been a while. I think last one I was doing it, the crossover, the Supergirl and Arrow, that's it, Arrow, Alien crossover and Flash and DC Legends crossover. I know I haven't. I was gonna make after shows, I mean, videos for those runs, but I haven't gotten to it. I know it's really late, but my plan is I'm gonna do a video for them. I'm actually always working on the video for the Flash crossover episode for the Heroes versus Aliens. So I'm gonna be doing that. So those of you that know they're late, I am working on them. I just want to make them really good. Okay, so what happened this episode? The finale. Uh, I felt like I missed something. I did not think HR would would have died. I was thinking it had to be Iris, but it wasn't. It was HR, disguised as Iris. When they introduced, I should have known when they first introduced the disguise technology in the last episode before the finale. I should have known it's like they're not gonna kill off Iris. Savitar's not gonna kill Iris. So this is kind of like a rant on the episode, and I'm gonna like touch on past episodes too. So this season, I say I love this season. This was a good season, at least in my opinion. It was good, and I think the finale was good. But let's touch on other things like what happened after when he found out it was not Iris that died, it was HR. I felt bad. I forget the woman's name. I felt bad for the woman HR liked, but that saved them all. Because she fell in love with HR and it was really sad. And then when we saw the other Harrison Wells on top of the roof with Joe, that was a little bit like a clue that Iris didn't die. And then we saw Iris undisguise herself as the other Harrison Wells. So after we found out that Savitar left with the machine and thing, I don't know what it's called, the particle, I think particle accelerator machine. No, the Time Force machine gun thing, and he wanted to use it so he could exist in all times, future, past, present. He would exist everywhere. He'd be finally a god. So glad that didn't happen. We found out a way to stop that before it could get worse. We actually, as I remember, we got a cameo during the fight scene between Savitar and the Flash with Killer Frost and Cisco. We got a cameo of Black Flash, I think, another superhero to come. I think Savitar killed him or something. But we got a little cameo of another an Easter bunny, I think we'd call it. A surprise Easter, not Easter bunny, but a surprise cameo from another superhero, which I love to see in all these superhero shows. Surprise cameos, little Easter bunny things from from the comics and all. And I just think this episode was good, one of my favorites. So now let's get to what happened. Okay, we'll get Savitar the double Barry. I was surprised at that this season that it was actually Barry Allen. The future Flash was actually Dark Barry Allen. I didn't expect that. I was like, it has to be someone. To me, in my head, I thought it was gonna be Zoom or some. not Zoom, the Ibon Thong from season 1. I don't know. I thought that was gonna be Savitar. Oh, I loved when during the fight scene between the Flash and Savitar, we got Barry Allen in Savitar's suit and turned from light blue to all dark red. That was a really cool effect. Props to like special. Drop my English book. Anyway, props to the special effects department on on tonight's episode, on the season finale. They really went all out. So anyway, so we get Dark Barry Allen, and then we have them trying to. He wants to be the above it all. Barry Allen wants to actually help Dark Barry Allen, aka Savitar. So he wants to be like fight good, because you remember what Captain Cold said in the last episode. He's like, you could win this fight between Savitar if you fight with good, and Savitar fights with evil. Good always wins. So, and he did. He fought with kindness, and we should all be doing that nowadays, because kindness always works. If you're kind, you're just gonna get kind back, and Savitar ends up, going to their headquarters, the Flash headquarters, and the woman HR loved. I forget her name. If you know the woman that HR fell in love with this season, comment below. So I forget. So the woman HR fell in love with came and said, "You deserve to die," because she was pissed, and you could tell it's like, you killed HR. You deserve to die. I'm not gonna help you. You should die. And I was like, whoa. But you could tell she was pissed, and she had a right be. He thought it was Iris, but like, he killed someone that someone really cared about, and like, you shouldn't be getting help. She wanted him dead. Maybe he doesn't have the right to die, but still, he deserved much worse punishment than Barry's help. Didn't really deserve it. I think Barry should have helped him, but he fought with kindness, and in the end, they defeated Savitar. Well, I'm gonna get to that later. I'm gonna go to Cisco, to what happened between Cisco and Killer Frost. I thought this season, I loved how we got Killer Frost, but I was like, you know what? I like Caitlyn. I don't want them to get rid of Caitlyn, and like, I didn't want Cisco to end up killing Caitlyn, or Caitlyn killing Cisco, because I love those two characters together. They're like comedy bunch in the show. But Caitlyn and Cisco Vibe versus Killer Frost. Who won? I think Vibe would have won, I have to say. And in the fight, I thought the fight scene was good, and I did not want them to kill off. I had a feeling they were gonna kill off Caitlyn or get rid of Caitlyn after this season, but I think we're gonna have like a good version of Killer Frost than we had in Earth 2 in season 2. Because we already seen Killer Frost in Earth 2 season 2. So I think they're trying to make her, so next season, well, early prediction that she's going to be a good version of Killer Frost. Because, like, the guy from Harry Potter, I forget his name, comment below, the actor from Harry Potter that tried to help Caitlyn and he found the cure. Comment below. Please. Because I forget the two characters the woman HR fell in love with, her name, and the actor that's who's from Harry Potter that tried to help Caitlyn and found the cure. Comment below. please actually comment below. I'm not getting any comments on any of these videos, and I would love to have comments. Because I would love to discuss this more through comments and everything. So I could even give you a shout out. Like, hey, thanks for commenting below. I can shout out to you. I feel like I'm having a real conversation with the fans of The Flash. I'd love to. Oh, and I'm gonna put my Instagram account so you can follow my Instagram account for The Flash. I'm gonna put that below in the description below so you can follow it. It's my fan account. I haven't put much on it because, you know, I've been busy with other stuff, so I'm gonna put more on it throughout the off season. So I'm gonna definitely put up more recap videos, like old recap videos on old episodes of The Flash. So, yeah. Okay, so now let's discuss what. Oh wait, no. Actually, I'm gonna finish up actually talking about Killer Frost, and I loved how in the end she didn't take it because I don't want Caitlin to lose her powers as Killer Frost. I love her as Killer Frost. So if you get her as a nice version of Killer Frost, then I'm happy. I'm happy with that. Okay, now let's go to the shocker. How Savitar, aka Dark Barry Allen, aka Savitar, Gloomy Barry Allen. I don't know how many lists of names to call Savitar because he goes by many names like Voldemort and Harry Potter. So Savitar time was supposed to catch up to him, and he would just be gone since Iris didn't die. But before time actually finally caught up to him, Iris shot him. So I did not expect Iris to actually shoot and actually be the one to kill Savitar, and she did, and then time actually caught up, and it was too late. So Barry Allen almost killed him, and Savitar would have still been born, but good thing he didn't, and good thing Iris killed him. And then at the end, everyone's happy, everything, you know, Savitar's gone, everything's good, happy. Barry and Iris can get married, and they send out the cards. I loved how, like, I need to send out these cards, and then Barry's just like, zoom. I sent out the cards already, done. Easy, done. It's like, okay, that's work for me. And then we have, like, oh, finally, let's plan the wedding and everything, and then, an earthquake of mass proportion happens, and I thought I was gonna get another, you know, a speedster, but we didn't get a speedster. It was a Speed Force, and Barry Allen, his time was up. Had to go back into the Speed Force in order for the earthquake to stop, and because if he didn't, then Central City would have been destroyed. So to go back to the Speed Force. At least, you know, Ray's Speed Force was the version of his mother, so that was nice. So he's gonna probably see his mother or his father in Speed Force. So that's the way it ended. Barry Allen ends up going into Speed Force. He says goodbyes, and the end. Now predictions for season 4 that I'm happy about is next season. I think it's gonna come back right after, not just the first episode. He's gonna come back from the Speed Force, because no way he's gonna be gone, and that's it. No more Flash. We do have Kid Flash, but we can't have a show just Kid Flash and all that. So Barry Allen's gonna come back. So I think maybe next season. Comment below if you watch DC Legends of Tomorrow. Definitely comment below about what happened. I haven't been watching it at all. Second season, I didn't even finish the first season. But comment below, like, what's been happening, if there's any chance we could get any villains or any of them crossing over season 4 of The Flash. Because maybe we could get some of the DC Legends of Tomorrow characters crossing over into The Flash. And then Arrow. I didn't watch Arrow, so don't spoil it. I'm gonna watch it and do a recap video. Trust me, I will. I'm getting back on these. I'm getting back on top of these. I'm gonna do more and more videos. Okay. So basically, it was an all in all a good episode. I loved it. So, like I said, okay, I'm gonna put my Instagram account, fan Instagram account for the Flash and Arrow for these TV shows in the description below and comment below. And please subscribe so you can automatically get updates on my new videos to come. So, till next season on The Flash, run, Barry, run.